My beautiful stars, reading time. So it's tattoo day for me, so I wasn't going to post today, but I do have a heavy feeling in my heart, and this Right Collective, we're going to start changing things up over here, and it's because I genuinely care and I don't want people stuck in a loop anymore. And over the past couple days, I've just been going through a very big mind shift when it comes to collectives. And I always say, tarot's for a season, it's not for a lifetime. And I get it. I get people... There's not one person in this world, bear with me, this will make sense, but I feel I need to do this explanation. There's not one person in this world that has not been bound to some form of trauma and shadow. It starts, I always say it, 3-4 years old. It's what we get conformed to at such a young age. And this is why people go to therapy, this is why people go outside of themselves to heal, right? But one thing I really noticed through tarot... so many people, because they are on a healing journey, they genuinely think, I'm coming into divine feminine energy, and I get it. But anytime you are going outside of yourself for answers, it's coming from distorted, unhealed, masculine, feminine energy, which we all embody. Distorted masculine, trying to control the situation, trying to control the outcome. Wounded feminine, distorted feminine, validation for feelings, validation for overthinking. The wounded feminine wants to know that what she feels is right? The ivory tower. A little bit of the victimhood, to validate the victimhood. And I know this is going to be triggering, but I need to say it. I now, going forward with readings, especially when I'm picking up heartache, especially when I'm feeling a collective that you're not coming from a malice place wanting to know, if anything, it's just a little bit of lack of self-awareness of why you're seeking the answers to validate and confirm your emotion, right? So this collective, I do feel heaviness in the heart space, and what we're going to do, we are going to get your main focus, all of that, but when we're tapping into energy, from now on, I'm going to start tapping into collectives, individual masculine, feminine energy, your own energy, because I don't think people understand the difference. They say they do, but they really don't. A lot of the time, especially when you're tapping into connected energy and you're feeling all of this stuff because you've allocated it as your masculine, 9 times out of 10, it's all the messages you need. But because our brain is a funny thing and we're going into a reading thinking this is them, we're failing to understand the teachings for self, right? So I've always applied healing messages to my readings, but one of my new goals is just to have more awareness in our beautiful community of what energy truly is and what truly is blocking you, right? I don't want anyone to go outside of themselves for answers. I want you all to get to a place where you just trust in the universal flow of life, and trust that everything will always perfectly align to you, even through those stormy days when it feels like it's not going to, right? So, sorry, I needed to say that, but I just know, especially people that are healing, and sometimes it's really hard, especially in distorted feminine energy, to really look back at self. It can be quite triggering, because that's what distorted feminine energy is. We unfortunately continue to be validated for our actions, right? We lack accountability, and I know that that's triggering, but a lot of energy, when you think this is coming from your person and they're lacking accountability and they're in victimhood, it's a reflection. It's a reflection. And I always say, and again, this is going to be triggering, when we endure through bad behavior and we keep excusing bad But then we get to a point where that unexpected disappointment and rejection is placed back at us. We fail to remember all the times that we excuse the obstacles that we were shown. We fail to remember all the times that we excuse the red flags that were shown. And I know it's come from an unhealed place of trauma, but I am truly trying, and this is my focus, to get people out of a place of that unhealed place, right? If that makes sense. But you enduring and you excusing and only starting to have awareness once, unfortunately, personal situation has been removed after the countless red flags, it is us falling into victimhood, right? And I know that's triggering. The right collective, you'll get it. But let's get into it. And again, this is for a collective that you might be on a tarot loop. You might always really be drawn to, you know, wanting to know how they're feeling, wanting to know your timeline, wanting to know when they're coming back. And I get it right now with the emotional surcharge of all of the cosmic energy. We've got some collectives on high acceleration. And I will say this, I know everybody in our community here, you are on a path of healing. I say it all the time. So if anything, this is probably for the right people what you want to hear, right? Hopefully. I had to think about that. But let's get into it. All right, main collective. So this is your focus right now. Okay, so this past full moon, you could have started going through a shift in certain revelations. And that's the thing, and I'm feeling it. It's not that you're not healing. It's not that you're not focusing on self. It's not that you're not trying to release this. That's not the issue here. This collective, you're trying to find balance. But every time you're trying to find balance, it's that temptation of the shadow. It's the temptation of the wounded self, distorted masculine, trying to control the outcome, trying to feel like you're still in control, by distorted feminine, validating what you're feeling, needing validation for your pain, right? Instead of sitting in it. I can feel wholeheartedly this collective, just with this here, you are trying that release. You are trying to really fall into that surrender, right? And again, this is why people turn to therapy. This is why people turn to advice online, not even tarot. Anything that is being directed back to you as advice, right? It's to heal what is, I don't even want to say broken. I get it. Coming into a state of true surrender and peace. Not many people are there yet, so you should never feel bad for having these kinds of feelings. But the more we can come into acceptance and realize why, we can actually focus on what truly needs to be healed. And this is why it's so important to understand where this is coming from and come into complete self-awareness, right? Just know this is really coming from a place of love. I don't want anyone stuck in loops of pain. I don't want it. And I don't want to be anyone that is adding to that stuck energy of loops of pain, right? And I think this is why tarot can get, there's a bad stigma over our community. And I do get it. I do get it. But me personally, I genuinely want to help. I want to help your heart space. I don't want to keep you on a loop, right? So just moving forward, the readings we're going to be doing, they are going to be triggering, right? This. It's funny because I'm looking at this card. So full moon revelations, some things take time. But with this wishes coming true, I think this collective, you're more focusing, you're thinking, if I can just be still, my wishes are going to come true, right? If I can just find center, if I can just find peace, and if I can just release, my wishes are going to come true. Thinking this person's going to come through if you find and finally settle in this. But the thing is, just that outlook in itself, it shows we're still not directing our healing in the right place. We are still thinking healing is to get everything we want in life. That's not what healing is for. Healing is for truly finding that peace and removing the shackles that keep us in this lens that we need validation, we need answers, we need to know. It's taking that away. True state of surrender and peace, and truly believing, not just saying everything happens for a reason. And this is what I mean about how just little tweaks in the mind and the outlook, right? I hope I'm explaining this collective's energy right. I feel the center you're focusing on. I feel it. But the center you're focusing on, this is where we need to tweak. It's not about, the main thing I'm feeling from this energy, you think surrendering to time and patience is what's going to make things unfold and things come to your table. So still feeling like external attachment, external things coming into your life is what is eventually going to make you feel better. So you, for the right collective, are thinking your healing journey, truly still for the right collective, is what you're going to gain from it outside of yourself. We need to get you to a point you understand true healing is to release the fear of not getting these things long term, to release the fear of thinking anything you receive outside of yourself is going to make you feel whole. You are your wish come true. You are your wish come true. That's true sovereignty. Understanding all the power, all the magic, everything already resides within you. And when we can really get you to that state of mind, this is when true magic unfolds in your external life, because you have found the abundance and stillness, true divine feminine energy within, right? True divine masculine energy within, soothing that chaos, soothing that storm, finding stability and structure of emotion, nice balance, spirituality, emotion, feminine, practicality, logic, masculine, right? That true divine masculine knows his worth. He stands in authority. He stands in strong boundaries. He is no nonsense. That paired with the stillness and the compassion and the kindness and the magic of the divine feminine, you will never let anything into your life less than you deserve. You will never have to go outside of yourself. You have the strength and awareness, what aligns and what doesn't. That's where we need to get collective energy to, right? Beautiful. It's beautiful energy. It just needs a little bit of tweaking, right? Your stillness and finding calm and peace and patience. If you still have this outlook here that it's to gain something, you'll have a rapid changing temperament. You will find strength for a few days. I just need to be still. Some things take time. This will arrive when it's ready. Like the thinking that this taking time, right, is just to gain something, it'll come in and out. Then you won't trust yourself. Then when there's cosmic triggers, cosmic movement, retrogrades, you're going to think, oh, but it's been so long. Oh, but it's not going to be a consistent. It's okay. Things take time. It's going to be an in and out. Things take time, right? Hopefully this is making sense. It's all making sense in my mind. The right collective it will. The right collective it will. There it is. That's what I'm feeling. This collective, you're choosing your state of peace and trying to surrender, hoping for that romantic gesture, hoping that they're going to come in completely changed. Your healing is for you. And I will say this. I always say, especially in the divine community, you all go through phases. And you guys, part of your first phase is this. Thinking healing is to get them back. I just have to do this. I just have to do that. It's a general thing, right? But again, we're trying to tweak thought pattern here. We're trying to get you guys out of those phases sooner rather than later. You need to really believe. You need to really believe What is meant to be will be. This, you're still trying to control. You're still thinking by this, you're controlling the outcome. You're still trying to validate your distorted feminine, your overthinking mind. And when you're in that kind of energy of I need validation, I need to know I'm not crazy, I need to know I'm not you're not seeing what really needs to be done. Distorted feminine energy, it blocks us because it makes us not see our reflection. And then we wonder on this journey why our person doesn't see their reflection. It starts with us. When you are in true masculine feminine strength, like we said before, you don't want anything less than you deserve. You wouldn't even want a romantic gesture from someone that has left you and is making you sit and wait for that message. Is today the day? When are they coming in? I can feel it. I had a dream about them. When are they coming in? Is this making sense? If you are going outside of yourself with anything, not just tarot, let it be therapy. And again, it's all for healing. I get it. But I'm just, when you're going outside of yourself, but you're choosing to put yourself in the category of, I'm a divine feminine, you're not. You're pausing your healing. When you are really in stillness and in strength, you don't care because you know you deserve better, right? And I'm not saying this collective, you're not getting there. You are. Small steps, big accomplishments. It's not just going to change overnight. But these are those moments you're tempted. These are those moments you're tempted to stop on those silly little readings that are just like, oh, your person is rah, rah, rah. Like, and I'm not judging people's crafts, but tarot, our gifts, it's a sacred teaching. And I say this all the time, especially with tarot. Tarot is the journey of self-evolution. It's the story of self. And I'm being called to say this. Anyone that owns a tarot deck, anyone that's practicing tarot, learn tarot as if it's your journey. Learn tarot as if you're walking through that swords journey, walking through that pentacles journey, walking through that cups journey, reaching your major arcana, right? Finding the flame within through those wands. Learn tarot as if it's you, your story, and it'll make sense. Tarot is to heal and evolve the soul, to connect you to your higher self. Tarot is truly meant to heal and evolve, right? But unfortunately, there's just so much that stops the healing. And I'm not saying people do this intentionally, even myself, like huge evolution. And I know, I always say as readers, we need to evolve. Anyone in life, no change, there's something going on. And I'm being called to say this. I watched one of Kelly's readings a few days ago, and I was talking to her in the process personally, and I literally felt like I was losing my mind. She was actually reading a collective. I wasn't seeing it like that. I felt like this is going to sound crazy. I felt like it was her higher self, right? Talking to my higher self. It wasn't about the cards she was pulling, but there was something that activated in my mind, and I was like, Kelly. Not that we're not doing readings right, and I don't want to put her in the basket of this because she's amazing. She makes sure she is healing with every card that she pulls, right? And I genuinely try and do the same. I'm going to get emotional, but watching that reading, it made something expand in my mind. And then the day after, we did that powerful collective, and I'm going to get emotional. I find the universe so magical because they allowed me to tap in to such a, that day that the double rainbow, I did the intro for the reading, this will line to you when you're ready to hear it. And I was really like, confronted to upload it. And then the double rainbow came confirm the power of the collective and that it was the right message to put out. And that collective, even yesterday's collective, I tapped into just the strength and the balance, and through your healing journey, what you have found of self and center. Like, I want everyone to get to that place. I want everyone to get to that place. And I genuinely, wholeheartedly thought the readings that I was doing was helping people. And I know you guys say this is helping me, but I want to help you more. I want you to really understand energy. I don't want anyone to be stuck in a loop. And yeah, these past few days, it's just expanded something in my mind, right? So we're definitely going to start switching things up over here. And I just want people to truly, truly understand why they're still holding on. Because we always say, when you're drawn to things like this, there's still things that need to be healed. When you're drawn to someone that you have to wait for a romantic gesture, when you're drawn to someone that you have to turn to tarot to find answers for because they can't say it themselves, when you're drawn to tarot with someone that just keeps hurting you, divine or not, take labels away. There's something within you still need to heal, right? It's not about where they are on their journey and how they're evolving, and it's about you. The magic starts with you, right? And I always say it, when you guys truly find your center and understanding, this is when this happens, because you realize you're a wish come true. Anyone would be lucky to have you in their life. And I want you all to get to a point you understand that. You understand your value. Sorry, I'm getting really emotional because I genuinely care about you guys so much. I don't just call you my stars for no reason. You are truly my angels. We are all soully bound. I want you to find your power, right? Okay. Fall for yourself. And these all came out together. The strength of a warrior. And I feel it. It's not that this collective, I don't even think you're a collective that just stops on those little fight. I don't think you're a collective like that. I can genuinely feel the strength that's coming over you, right? Again, this is a triggering message. If you weren't past the point of really breaking through that distorted, you would be pushing this away, getting triggered. You'd be like, ugh, I don't want to hear that, right? You are genuinely finding this. That's not the issue. It's just the little tweaks. And we can make those little tweaks of understanding. This is just going to solidify in you. Strength of a warrior, strength of a giant, strength of your ancestral team. Remember, you have thousands of soldiers that stand by your side. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's real. They're with you every step of the way. You have this. You have this. You can get through anything. Anything. Especially get through someone that does not see your magic. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. They're not worth the stress, the anxiety. They're not worth you putting your journey on pause, because that's what you're doing. Every time you think of this person, every time you think to watch about them, you're putting yourself on pause. Don't let them stop you from truly activating this. If they are your destiny, they will come through. When it's time. Let it go. Falling for your strength. You're starting to love the version you're becoming. You're starting to love it. Reaffirm your mind. every time you think you need to know what's going on with this person, I love myself more. I love my strength more. Fall into that true divine power of feminine and masculine. Don't let your distorted version that unfortunately started to create in your soul at 2-3 years old stop you from your greatness. Mind, yes, air sign, whatever, stuck in the mind, distorted feminine, trying to validate your overthinking. That's not true intuition. Take control of that thought pattern. Let it go. Release, don't look back. And this is where this collective is. I can feel it. You're on the verge of this. I brought this up in yesterday's collective. You would be stopping on readings and you would be like, oh, your attention span wouldn't be able to watch them like you once did. But it's your old temptation distorted version that just still wants to have a little check. You want to have a little, you don't need to have a little check. Your higher self is saying, fall for you. Embrace your strength. Embrace your lighthouse. You already know, I need to release this. This is not healthy for me. I can't keep thinking, when are they going to pop up? When are they going to give me this? When are they going to come in with the apology, the confession? You know it. You know it. This, I would not be speaking like this if this collective, you didn't know it, right? Air sign, more surface level, distorted, oh my God, that's them. They must be falling for me, right? They're getting strength of a warrior. They're going to come in with a romantic gesture right now. We're going to be able to release the past and everything's going to be okay, right? You're not this you're not in that energy. But that's there's a reason that came out. This is how some people see readings, right? I always tell you guys this, and this was another big penny that dropped for me. I always tell you guys, signs are for you, for internal you. The universe isn't going to be telling you, because they're wanting you to find sovereignty. These 888s and seeing your person's name to balance your own masculine. Anyway, you guys would understand that. You've probably been here for a while. I always say they're trying to get you to grow. And it was such a penny for me. I was like, how can I tell my beautiful collectives that this is all about them? And then pure intention from my heart when I've been tapping into these connected energies, because I genuinely thought I was helping, right? But I just know I can help a lot quicker if instead of it being focused, right, to really see what's going on in your heart space, right, to really give you answers of why. I don't feel comfortable telling you guys. I just don't feel comfortable anymore. I don't feel comfortable sitting here and saying this person feels like this or this person. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm going to get emotional. I genuinely want to help people. I want you all to come within, and I want you all to be the best versions of yourself, because anybody that has started to want to heal, anybody that has started to find some form of spiritual path, some form of enlightened path in life, even if it's religion, you're genuinely wanting to be a better person, right? This is making me really emotional. Confirm. Okay, so underneath this, again, main collective's energy. You've had revelations, and part of this revelation for you, and it was some form of clearly soul development, upgrade of the mind, that some things do take time, wishes will come true, which is beautiful. It is coming into surrender. But part of this revelation is things aren't always as they seem. I can't be negative. I just need to be patient. No, 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 no. Just like this whole reading, right? Things aren't always as they seem. This journey was always to go within. The more we hold on to what we're going to gain externally, the more blocked we are. But this is why it's small steps, big accomplishments, right? I just don't want you guys to be thinking things aren't always as they seem. They do really care. They're just healing. They're just hiding their emotion. You yourself are still healing, right? Because we're still going outside of ourselves. This collective, if your thought pattern is helping with this surrender, things aren't always as they seem. They're just evolving. Remove that outlook. And again, I get it. Me, myself, and like I'm saying, I'm changing up my readings. Me, myself, I've told you guys this when I've tapped into their energy. Things are, but it's not right that I do that for you. Not when you're truly trying to heal. It's not right, right? And again, I'm going to get emotional again because I genuinely feel bad. Like, I feel like I've kept people on. Oh, sorry. Oh, there we go. I'm better. Just know it was never my intention to keep anybody on a loop. And that's why we're changing things up over here. It doesn't matter where they are. It doesn't matter if their feelings are evolving. It just doesn't matter. Just keep focusing on yourself, right? Keep focusing on yourself. Lessons. And again, I'm feeling it. But just remember, wishes truly come true from true development. This is what makes you mesmerizing. This is what gets the sparkle back in your eye, realizing you are a wish come true. And again, this collective, you are evolving. You're evolving every day. Powerful mind. Who cares? Who cares? And I hope for the right collective by this point in the reading, there's something that's dropped here, right? Penny. Some things take time, through the block, the silence, the end. I need to keep learning my lessons. I just need to surrender. This romantic gesture will come. I always say we are protected for a reason. This journey is slow for a reason. This journey is to get everybody to the point of this realization, right? This blocked and silence, it was all for you. It was all for you. The obstacles were for you. That bullseye meme, you felt like you were missing, but each day went on. You were growing, growing, growing. Things take time for you, right? I just want this collective out of the outlook of thinking you need to know the answers, that they will come in. If you are focusing on the best version of yourself and that true center, I promise you, because this is how the world works, everything that you have envisioned in your 4D mind, I used to say this all the time, you will receive, but who cares when? You need to trust in your journey. You need to trust that your period of silence, stillness, spiritual isolation, your period of, unfortunately, and I get it, some of you guys are alone for years, but it's all for a reason. It's all for a reason. And once you guys really get to that point that the penny just drops and you really do start just loving the version of yourself, watch what aligns in your life. I always Take the face away from it. It's got nothing to do with the face. Just believe. You guys get shown this when you go into your activation, right? Everyone that does not align with you, they get ripped away. They don't align with that version you're becoming. And this is why you feel so isolated for a period of time, because people they're not aligning. You're very rare. But just trust, when you have found the right center, when you've gone through, again, purple curtain, justice curtain, it ain't just about clearing off karmic debris in a negative way. It's accumulating beautiful things for you too. But once you get to the point of really releasing it and realizing you are your wish come true, that is when the things that have taken time, the things that were blocked from your path of access, because they want it to be permanent. So just don't want you to repeat another toxic cycle. They don't want you to be on this healing journey and then enter someone that is meant to just and take you 10 steps back. They're protecting you because they see your devotion. They see you genuinely wanting to change. They feel, I should say, and everything. It's your inner self, creator, higher self, ancestors, right? Sovereignty one, protecting you. Protecting you. Through all the lessons, you're getting your glow back. Your angel eyes. And I can feel it here. You are coming into a state of peace, and so things take time, block, silence. You've released the fear. But then there's that little bit of shadow that comes over you that puts you back into fear, right? I always say, welcome the shadow. Welcome the shadow. Oh, I see you. I see you. You're tempting me into past habits. You're tempting me in trying to control the outcome here. You're tempting me thinking I need the answers. You're tempting me thinking because it's not tangible, I need to check what's going on. Is my intuition right? Distorted feminine. Overthinking. Is this right? Am I getting these downloads? Am I getting this? Because they're like that is not centered, right? Romantic gesture. See what I mean about the surface level? But what about looking at it like this? You will get this. You will get this come through, right? But when it's time, what about celebrating yourself? What about doing romantic gestures for yourself? What about taking yourself on a date? Live in it as if you've already received it, right? This collective, you can definitely feel something's coming. That's not the issue. But when you're still in this outlook, I promise you, even if this person is about to come in and knock on your door, you're going to fall into distorted energy. You might think, oh no, I'm putting up boundaries. It's all coming from games. It's all coming from distorted masculine trying to control the outcome. I just need to be like this. I just need to be like that. It's wearing a mask. It's 7 of Swords, right? And I always say a mask can only last for so long. Okay, I'm going to approach it like this. I know I need to do it this time. I know I need to have boundaries. I know I can't fall too short this time. Like, it's all already the pre-planned, what you need to say, what you need to do, how you need to act. It shows you're not ready, right? Our job is to get you to a point you don't want it. You don't want it because you see your worth. Again, this is why the label can just blind people, because you sit watching tarot or going outside of yourself just craving for this person to come back that broke your heart. But I always say this, you want anything from the past, there needs to be true change. You need to see accountability. You need to literally be in the outlook, this or not. First, you need to be in the outlook, I don't want that anymore. I don't want behavior like, I don't want that anywhere near me, but genuinely mean it. So when this person does, hypothetically, I don't want to, when they start locking in, you genuinely, it's not you playing games, but you realize, you've broken my trust. You destroyed my, good or bad, divine journey or not, where we've gotten to now, I don't know if I'll ever be able to sew this up again. There's been too much. I'm truly trying to heal. I don't want to keep bringing up the past. And right now I'm still at a point I wouldn't be able to not bring up the past. When you aren't in the outlook of true release, you don't give it time to see the consistency. You think a few times of them showing you consistency or the right action means that they're changing. No, it takes months. You have to build that bond back. You have to build a friendship back. You have to build trust back. And when you guys are still in this outlook that, oh, I just have to do boundaries, I have to act like this, I have to act like that, it's all a game. It really is. And I'm saying this from a place of love. True surrender and acceptance is truly understanding this is broken. This is broken. And I've been healing for X amount of years, months, whatever it is. Why would I let someone back in my life that I had to heal from, that I had to go through all of this pain and tumultuous energy, that I had to evolve my soul in the first place, that I had to come into realization of why I'm attracted to energy that can break me so much? Why you need to understand why you still are craving someone that literally sucked your color away. And until you get to that point, there is no point, because you're going to be stuck in the loops and the cycles and the layers. You need, and I tell you guys, it's that point when you truly walk away, when you truly let go. That is when your magnets stop repelling. That is when the veils truly shift. That is when the tables turn. Because you don't just, with a few days of consistency. I tell you guys, when you're at the end, a lot of you guys get the ick. This is why a lot of you guys fall short right at the end. Because you won't deal with it anymore. You won't deal with any of it. And if they haven't really activated their balance, you guys don't give it the time of day. That's when you know you're really ready. And the first thing is, you'll stop watching readings about them. You will stop watching relationship advice and this and that. You just don't care because you're over it, right? At the bottom, it's the reason I started talking about it. The label blinds you guys. The label keeps you in distorted energy. Prolongs your healing. That's confirmation from up above. It's confirmation from your higher self. I always say as readers, we pick up it's your spirit team that runs through us to connect the right collective, right? Can you see that filter just go? It's because there's an eyeball there. Sorry, I hope that hasn't been, it's like a little face. It's one of your little spirit guides sitting in your reading. But yes. This collective, you're ready to hear it, because look what you're coming into. That it just needs a little bit of tweaks, right? Everyone's at a different part of their journey, I get it. But this collective, you'd be so close to surrender. Know your worth. Fall for you. Release and let go. This is, you're coming in and out of it, right? The temptation, you know it. But then this, getting the download, they're coming in, and they're coming in and they're around, and I want to make it very clear, I am not taking anybody's, I'm not that what you feel, especially true divines, you see, right? But it's not about you not I don't even know how to word this. I am not trying to take anybody's true inner knowing away from them. I am not telling this collective you can't feel this. I'm not telling you that. But I'm just trying to get you to see it differently, because there is a reason you still think that this is going to make things okay. Yes, you're still getting downloads. Yes, you're still feeling the energetic pull. I'm not saying that you're not, right? Like, I'm holding myself back so much because normally, and again, I'm adapting to this new style of reading. Normally I'd be but I don't want to do it. Not for this collective. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's, you just need to get to a point when you feel them, you don't care, right? Because there's a reason I say everything. This collective, you're ready, like, okay, I've got to do that, I've got to do that, I've got to do this. You can feel them in your tent. That's not the issue. You can feel them. But again, this collective, you kind of want them to come in, and that's where the issue is, because you still haven't realized everything we've been talking about. So what's going to happen? It's just going to repeat. It's just going to repeat. I promise you guys. Know your worth. Strength of a warrior. I just want one more overall, please. Distorted feminine. Distorted feminine. You don't need your knowing validated. You don't need it. Feel it, let it go. You don't need to know you're right. You don't need to, distorted masculine, try and control this situation. This is where your need to know what's going on comes from. It's just the wounding in your soul that you were genuinely trying to heal. Okay, what I want to do, I'm tapping in to your distorted feminine, your distorted masculine energy, right? What's keeping you on hold, temptation of this energy. Then I want to tap into your feminine, divine masculine energy that your distorted energy is holding you back from. Just so you've got specific things when the emotion's coming up, you get it. You're like, oh, there it is, right? Reaffirming the right way. And I'm really excited because I've got that divine feminine energy coming, the journey to the divine feminine. I've got the masculine one. But what I want to start doing in readings is, again, internally, your own journey to both of your energies, right? You can really start getting people to understand the true block, so it's not so confusing with the healing. You know when it's coming up. Oh, that's stopping me, right? But let's get into it. So this is your distorted feminine blockage right now, okay? All right, star in reverse. Star in reverse, so you're not completely surrendered to this is when the distorted energy comes out, and it makes sense, right? As soon as you're lacking inspiration, as soon as you're lacking that hope, right, because you're not being validated for your emotion, right? You're not being validated for your intuition. You're not being told you're right. You're not seeing it in action, right? It's taking you out of your renewal of energy, but you're going outside of yourself. Instead of seeing that distorted feminine is telling you, we need to renew this, we need to renew this part of this scar, we need to heal this, what do? Distorted energy outside of themselves, external from themselves. What does What needs to fix? What needs to heal outside of myself? So where do you go to straight away? Everything that makes you lack true hope. Everything that makes you feel negativity, everything that makes you feel despair, everything that makes you feel heavy. Who's that person for this collective? The one that broke your heart. So distorted energy, because we're focusing outside of ourselves instead of putting this upright. True hope, renewal, healing, calm, serenity, because we've surrendered. Cosmic child, knowing the power of who you are, right? Worth, strength of a warrior, true state of surrender. But when distorted comes over you, so as soon as you're in negativity, lack, I don't trust, I don't this, I don't that, straight outside of yourself. Because distorted feminine energy needs validation for what she is feeling. She can't accept it. She can't accept it. She needs validation for the overwhelm. Instead of just saying, I'm broken, right? I need healing. I truly need to trust. But this is what you're coming in and out of, right? Your first part, strength, temptation. Strength, temptation. Because they're trying to heal it in you. They're trying to get you to see, right? Right, collective, I hope this is like pennies. If you don't know what energy you're in, don't watch tarot. It'll be poison for the soul. You need to understand why you're coming outside of yourself. Especially if you truly believe you're on this divine journey, because this will keep you stuck for decades. I've read some of you guys literally in separation for 20 plus years. Don't do it to yourself. It's just the natural flow of life that ends up, you guys just get completely detached. Do it sooner rather than later. If you truly have a label on your journey and you truly believe you're divine, let it go. Surrender, cosmic child. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The instability, the chaos, the foundation. Will I ever get married? Will I get this? Will I get that? All external. You could be going through financial gains and losses, which makes you turn to tarot, wanting to know, am I going to be rich? Are my financial situation going to change? Is this, that? Again, it's all coming outside of yourself. You can see it here. As soon as this collective, you feel some form of ignition of emotion, some form of trigger, you need to know why. Why is it happening? Who's in my tent? What's coming? Is it a tower? Is it this? Is it that? Who cares? It's to teach you to get past the stepping stone. It doesn't matter that you're feeling something. It's the ocean. Embrace it. Embrace it. Okay, I'm feeling negative. I need to ascend from this. This is taking me out of my divine flow. It's taking me out of my true center of stillness and high priestess energy. Trusting that whatever is designed for me is perfectly designed for me. It's taking you out of your masculine strength. Knowing that no matter what storm comes to your table, Emperor, Hierophant, I will soothe that. I've done it 1,000 times before in my life. There's no storm too big. So why do I worry about it? It's the change of outlook, right? By truly understanding your power, I can see it in these two cards. Your distorted feminine, as soon as things feel broken and you don't have validation for your emotion, right? And it's a little bit of your distorted, because it's the lack of control of what's around the corner, right? But what is this in the nicest way? It's your victim mentality. Because this collective, you're craving something distorted that has completely broken you, put you in negativity and sucked the color out of you, but you still want it. But then you blame them for their behavior. You think it's all their fault. But do you not think it's your fault for holding on to someone that's created a 10 of Pentacles in reverse, a star in reverse? Do you not think that's your fault for still wanting them? Not your fault, but your trauma, your chaos. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If you want to crave someone that can do this to you, That's the victim mentality. And you'll forever be triggered by them, because this is still the scar left in your soul. So the littlest thing they do, because it hasn't truly healed, that takes you back to the remembrance subconsciously, you're going to get triggered. There's only so long you can wear a mask for. Hanged Man in reverse, Sun in reverse, 10 of Swords upright. This is coming from distorted. I'm not going to read all those. It's too many. I only wanted 2. But it takes you out of your authenticity. It takes you out of your optimism. It takes you out of your gratitude day by day. Distorted. As soon as this comes in, right, and you're overwhelmed, everything you've been working for, it's removed because it's delayed. It's stuck. You don't know the timing. You don't know what's around the corner. So as soon as you start to feel crazy, distorted feminine, you need validation for what you're feeling to be like, oh, but I guarantee you this collective, if you watched this tarot, that tarot, and it all validated everything you're feeling, you would only feel good for about an hour, and then you'd be like, because your true soul doesn't believe it. As soon as you've been validated for what you're feeling, you're like, yeah, but it's not a permanent, and that's why you would be watching this tarot, that tarot, that tarot, this tarot, la, 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 because you're just wanting validation for your emotion. But it's not a long-lasting state of peace and calm, because you don't trust in your true, I don't even want to say emotion, your true sight, your you don't trust in this. You don't trust in what you've seen. If you really trusted, you'd let go. That things take time, you'd really understand it. If you really, and I say this in every reading, if you really, everyone swears black and blue, they're a twin flame, they're a divine, but you can't let go, you can't trust. If you really believed and didn't just tell yourself you believed, you wouldn't need to be validated by others to make you believe. But because of the distance, because of the time, because that's what this journey is, to completely evolve, because you're here to help the world and that takes time to grow, it doesn't make sense to you. Because it's such a unique journey. You see other people around you in karmics, they go through a breakup, they're back together in a few days or a week or a couple of months, and you just don't get it. And then you think, because you're breaking free from society's perception, right? Breaking free from the belief system that everyone's conformed to, karmics are not divines. But you see it around you, and then you start thinking you're crazy, and then it's been so long, and then your separation's longer than your actual union, and you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Because you're just not trusting. You're not focusing on yourself and the things that need to heal, right? As soon as it's stuck, as soon as you're in negativity, as soon as it's straight into go outside of myself, I need to be validated. And then it may last an hour, straight back into the pain, because you haven't really healed from the pain. You can't go from a 10 of Swords to a 10 of Cups. You can't think 1 or 2 or 3 messages or a romantic gesture is going to fix everything. You need to get to a point when you're truly, truly ready to just walk away, right? I'm going to put that 10 of Swords there. And I will say this, I'm being called to say this. Where did those cards go? Oh, they all fell. Hold on. Sign. What did that? Slid on. Chariot, forward movement for self. Queen of Wands, and she wouldn't put up with this shit. 8 of Wands. Okay. What I was going to say, and this is where the victim mentality comes through as well. Again, we're just tweaking. But you would focus on the external betrayal and how they betrayed you, right? But I love you guys. Do you think you're betraying yourself? Day in, day out, wanting someone that's done this to you. Are you not betraying that little inner child that you're trying to find through this journey? Reflection. See the lesson for self. Anybody that is craving someone that has completely sucked their color away, you're betraying yourself. Every time you're going outside of yourself, wanting them to return home. And I know that's confronting, but it's the truth. Okay. Your distorted masculine side of you. Although I feel this is a mixed bag here. Queen of Wands in reverse. Being influenced by others, your stubbornness, It's a no-win situation, but you refuse to walk away. This is no win right now. You've got no control of what's coming with this. You've got no control. So what happens? Because of your stubbornness, you would have a scarring. You really struggle to walk away from no-win situations. No matter how many flags, no matter how many obstacles, no matter how many times you get intuition someone's not right for you, or a job's not right for you, a job's about to fall apart, the more the obstacles are, even in love, arguments, combative, you just don't know how to walk away from no-win situations. You're stubborn, right? Don't make it fear. I'm giving you tough love because I love you guys, right? This is genuine love. This is genuine compassion, because I'm going to get emotional. I genuinely want you guys off this loop, right? You're stubborn. And then you become temperamental. You have a rapid changing temperament. But you, and I could see it at the start, one moment you're this, one, even if it's an internal rapid changing temperament, without you knowing, and you clearly don't have the right tests around you right now, especially in love. I don't know if you're isolated. Even look with family, friends, permanent fixtures. Can your emotion be very temperamental still, right? This is your distorted masculine. So you may think you're healing and this and that, but remember, we always say it's to heal the shadow, the things that create blocks with you and your person. Until that stuff's really healed, you're going to repeat the cycles, right? Your distorted masculine is still stubborn. As soon as you feel out of control, it's the no-win situation. You're a winner. I need to win. I need to win. I need to know I'm in control of this situation. You listen to too many people around you. You are so easily influenced by the people around you. Tarot, things you see online, right? Things that validate your distorted feminine, right? This is what's coming out of you. And I guarantee you, this collective, you would, everything I'm saying about you, you would think about them. They're temperamental, they're stubborn, they're easily influenced by the people around them. And this is one of the things I want my collectives to start seeing. Don't put yourself in the category of this and this. Hear the energy that's coming out. Reflect it as if it's your own. Just my reading. Every reader's different. But I mean, when you're watching me anyway, I'm not here to... Everyone's got their craft and how they heal, right? How they heal. I'm talking about me, right? I'm just talking about me. When you're watching me from now on, I don't want you to be putting yourself in the category of this and that. I want you to hear the message. Hear the message. See what you need to reflect on, right? This is good. Your distorted masculine. I wasn't expecting that. But temperance in reverse, your impatience, when that comes over you. I don't think you've made the decision to move out of the storm, because I'm feeling this is where you get blocked, the no-win situations. No matter how chaotic, no matter how much it makes you feel storm within, it's like you just can't travel on from it just yet because of your strong will, right? But remember what true masculine energy is. He feels storm. He's like, get away from my empire, my kingdom. I'm here to build structure. Authority, right? He feels storm. He wants to restore peace. He wants to restore structure. He wants to, I don't want to say control the storm, but he wants to remove the storm. Where this collective, your distorted masculine, makes you stick in the storm, right? We've got to get that strength in logic. I feel like absolute shit. I don't want this in my life. Boundary, right? That's where we need to transition this, to get this upright. Confidence, self-worth, true connection, higher self, that energy rod, true connection. Feel that magic in your veins. Know that you have strength of a warrior. You are a born leader. You were born to lead the way. You weren't born to be swallowed by mess, right? Boss. To transition your distorted masculine to strength of a masculine, true strength, you need to learn to feel where the chaos is and say, peace out, I'm out of here, right? Okay. All right, your true feminine energy, your true feminine, this is what outlook we need to get you into from this distorted, like the steps to get you out of this energy. Although I think we've pretty much explained it. Take the blindfold off. You don't need the answers for the things you cannot see. Two of Swords. Understand your emotion. Why would I want this? That is like, stop. Warning. Get away. Trust your body's emotion. I always tell you guys this. Sorry, this is important. I always tell you guys this. When you get a message or something, your body tells you everything, right? But this collective, this energy isn't even in and your body's telling you, because you're having to go to tarot or you're having to validate. Your body's already telling you. This isn't healthy for you. Look how it makes you feel. Thinking of this person, it brings up you needing to know unanswered questions, which takes you out of the flow of the universe, surrender to universal time. Not ego's timing, divine's timing, right? I've got to get that deck, actually. They're saying to empower that feminine, trust your emotion. This avoidance, stalemate, obstacles, cannot see for a reason, because you have a lesson to surrender to time. One of the biggest, hardest spiritual lessons, surrender and patience. So until you master the stepping stone, we're stuck on it, right? You're not blinded, and you don't need validation for what you cannot see. It's your wounding. I'm saying this in the nicest way. This is a complete, even with feminine here, I don't want to say so much. I could feel the distorted, I could feel it really, it's like we've got a yin and yang of the distorted energy right now. Because I do feel this as soon as it's the lack of control, right? I always see this as, my golem, my precious. Like, you just can't, you can't not think about it. It's a huge scarcity mindset, and it makes sense. As soon as you have a scarcity mindset, fear of the unknown, fear of outcome, we go straight into needing to know the answers, into seeing. My answers are here. This makes me feel like shit. This person's put me through a 10 of Swords, a 10 of Pentacles in reverse, negativity, despair, lack of faith, and I'm a cosmic child. Oh no, but they're my twin. They just need to heal. They need to heal. I'm healing, they need to heal. But the thing is, this collective, you are healing, but it's the core things that take you out of your balanced energy and keeps you in distorted energy. True divines, until you heal this and find your true center, we talk about it every day. Loop, layer, trigger, right? I'll tell you this right now, and I've not wanted to bring this up. You to have this transition and how I'm talking, this collective, I always say cycles are hard to break. You could truly break a cycle with what's coming, but it's going to take months. It's going to take you finding strength. This wouldn't be coming out this way. Everything is timed to the millisecond. I've been saying we've got to wait. Like, I would have not gone through this mind activation over the past 3 days if it wasn't important for collective. This is happening for collective, right? You're ready. You are at the chapter now. You know all this. And my flame is going crazy. As soon as I pick it up, it'll probably stop. Look at it. Can you see it? It was like, but it was doing that naturally. It was really big. Your flame's growing. Let go of the scarcity mindset. Let go of thinking you need to control this journey. right? And the sad thing is, this collective, you're not realizing that's what you're doing. You're not realizing it because you think you're in a real state of flow. And this is what I mean about the tweak, because I see it all the time. People truly swear they're in a state of flow and acceptance and peace when there's still these little things going on in the back. It's doing it again. Can you see the flickering? That thing is going... Still room. Okay. Masculine. This room is still... All the windows are shut and that thing is going crazy. There's a lot of energy in this room. A lot of energy. Determination, but for self. For self. Four of Wands, community, foundation, structure, true prosperous energy, knowing the difference of what is worth fighting for and what is not worth fighting for, right? But not listening to anyone, focusing on self, determination for self, knowing the difference between a Four of Wands and a Ten of Swords. This is what your internal masculine needs to understand. The true meaning of stability, structure, community, what you truly want around you, what makes you feel that Four of Wands energy. But you need determination for self, not others, aka person. When needed, true divine masculine energy will cut anybody out. They'll cut anybody out that is affecting this. Anybody. Loyalty to self and the ones that they truly love, right? I hope this collective, you didn't think, oh, but I'm just loyal, I love this person. The thing is, right now, this collective, you need to realize you shouldn't. This holds on to the rapid changing temperament. Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Star in reverse. This is what you need to accept. How can you love someone still that's done that to you? This love is not unconditional. It's full of resentment and broken energy, right? It is your chaos. It is your distorted energy, no-win situation, stubbornness. I haven't won. I need to win at this. I need to be validated. I need my intuition, my overthinking mind to be validated. I need to be confirmed here. I need to be confirmed and know that I'm right. You can't say you unconditionally love someone, that when I'm tapping into your energy, all you feel is this. That's not unconditional love. That is a band-aid over your wounding. It is a band-aid. You need to fix it. You need to get it back here, and that takes time. You can't go from a Ten of Swords to a Ten of Cups. And a true masculine, divine masculine, a true feminine understands this. This is not this. This is a storm I'm getting away from. This doesn't make me feel valued. I protect, provide, and make this person feel safe. And they make me feel like this. Feminine, I'm not blinded to this anymore. I know what I deserve. Right? Hopefully that makes sense. Ten of Wands, it's time! Drop the burdens in the soul. Okay, I'm going to get you an archetype quickly. Sorry, I need to make this quick. I've got a big tattoo appointment today, 6-7 hours. Okay, I'm going to get your archetype energy. Lovers, love yourself first. I need to make it clear. This is not about this, this is just about you. Who cares? Who cares if it is, if it isn't your, but who cares? Start to understand what you really deserve, because once you understand that, that's when the true good wishes come in. Like, that is when things start to change, right? Take away the face. Just know how you should be treated. The healer! Oh, the ocean. We read this the other day. The warrior. And I'll tell you this right now. I know I'm giving tough love, but I know I am picking up a really strong... I say it all the time. I said it before. There is not one person over here that is not on a healing journey. There's not... All of you are wanting to grow, and all of you are wanting to develop, and a lot of you are on the path of true... like helping others. You are this. And can I tell you something? I say this all the time. If you were healing souls all day, every day, you deserve to have a sanctuary at home. You deserve that when you're not in your workspace, you have someone that can make you feel this, right? You deserve that. Your first part, and I know this is a tough, don't think I don't see how much you're shining. This reading is just for tweaks of the mind. You're a warrior. And through every battle you faced, what happens? You heal yourself a little bit more and more every time. You know, it's funny. What is it called? The Barados or something? The snake that eats its tail? The distorted energy? It's not evolving. It's not rising. It eats itself, right? When we are constant, and that's the cycles of life, the karmic cycles, right? That is distorted energy. That is why we get stuck. That is why we keep getting the same lessons. That is why we keep getting stuck on the same stepping stones. If life isn't changing, if we're not getting off the roundabout, there's something we need to do differently. I say it all the time. It's us that master the stepping stones. If you constantly just think you're chasing your tail, you could have just seen your dog chasing its tail. There's a reason. Distorted feminine can't take accountability, can't take ownership. This collective, you clearly can, right? You are the warrior. I'm going to read this to you. X10 and 25. So 25, 25th of the 10th could be important, or 35, angel number 8. Infinite energy, karmic clearing, which welcomes abundance. The warrior, the samurai, the soldier, the advocate. We often envision the warrior as an armored figure with a sword in hand moving blindly towards battle. Yet the deeper aspect of this archetype brings us face to face with death itself, a true rebirth energy. And as I just said before, you're clearly coming into a period of breaking a cycle, ascending the mind. This is finding you at the right time to help with your ascension, to help with your cake period, to help with your stepping stone. The warrior stands precariously at the edge of life and death, trusting the eternal to guide the sword's blade. It's true surrender. Just trust. The warrior's work requires presence, alignment, and true purpose. Meaningless confrontations, violence, and their default response doesn't serve you. When this card appears, it's important to question the battle at hand. Is it likely a great one with deep roots and long-standing tension? The action you take will stay with you long after the dust settles. So choose wisely, brave one. As you draw your sword, realign with your eternal wisdom within. Not wisdom you think you get from external. It's all within you. Then surrender to the battle. When you're in light, fierce clarity, purposeful action, peace and resolve through your resilience. But when you're in dark, facing threats, savagery, abandoning your mission and your values. And your mission is to put love and sparkle into the world the right way. The healer. The light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. We are all born with this. It's shadow, distorted, 3-4 years old that make us, right? It is our natural inclination to remember to return to and to reclaim that central and eternal life And that makes it so much sense, because we're all born with this big heart and we just want the best. Well, not, you know what, some people are, but sorry, I love a good crime documentary, and some people are really born with an imbalance, and I just think that's a really, really tough life that they need to clear off. But anyway, side note. But if you really think about it, humankind, like, true divine feminine energy, love, compassion, understanding for the world, right? True divine feminine energy is literally the embodiment of that. The loves all walks of life. We talk about this all the time. True understanding for the human condition. Divine masculine strength, protecting, wanting to provide, wanting to keep people safe, the loyalty, right? Wanting to help the world, wanting to help the underdog. If we could all be the embodiment of our divine energy, imagine what humankind would be like. To truly soothe the chaos in the world and put structure back once again. Like, could you imagine? And that is why you guys and your mission is so important. It's important to find this balance because you guys have the strength to do it. You're meant to impact the world. It's not about your love story. It's about the love for others. That's just a topping, right? Okay. Where are we up to? To return to it and reclaim that central and eternal life, force from which we so easily drift away from because of this world, judgment, opinions, and in Sanskrit, the word means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease when we forget who we truly are and we fall short to that snake eating its bum. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is multi-layered, and it is a circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Orbisus. Is that what it is? The thing that bites its bum? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Self-contained, grateful, and awake. Tired, needy, forgetting its own practices when in dark. You're not needy. You're not needy for the answers. Sorry, I thought that stopped. You've got this, my loves. All right, let's just get you a little bit of advice from Ethereal Insights. Oh, relax a little bit. You could be, and lessons that you're learning. You're graduating from this cycle, but don't be too hard on yourself. That's the thing though, this collective, you know it's coming, but I'll tell you now, and hopefully by the time of this like you're up to this part, you know it's not time for this, so why focus on it? Who even cares when they come back? Who cares when they message? Who cares about any of it? It's not time. It doesn't matter if they pop up today or 6 months from now. You guys have no stepping stones. This right collective, you're standing in a 10 of swords, a 10 of pentacles, and a star in reverse. There is nothing here that is going to fix it, even if it, like, this would take months. So why are you craving this person to pop up in your energy? Do you know what I'm trying to get to? It's not going to be one deep conversation that's going to change anything. Like, this is where you need to get to help you release. Them popping up or not, it doesn't even matter the words that are coming out of them. You've got to get to a point. You sucked the color out of me. I had to heal myself again. Me. Don't give them credit for your healing journey because you're putting the label on it. They haven't shown you the change. They haven't shown you the evolution. They haven't shown you accountability. They haven't shown you any of it because, again, you haven't watched tarot about them. Do you know what I'm trying to get at, my angels? Every time you think you want to hear from them or you can feel them, you need to be like, what the? I'm in my distorted energy. I am not my distorted version. I'm not going to keep eating my... That sounded really fucked. Your tail. come from? This is where your new beginning. Cycle. You're coming into your own new beginning. Fresh start. Your true starting point from a major shift. You are undergoing. Embrace this shift. You'll get the right collective. You're getting the inspired action for all this change. So remember, they give it to you, but then if you fall back into past snake eating its tail, right? You're going to prolong the cycle. You're going to have to repeat it again until you get it, right? Nothing's ever failed. It's just prolonged. And this is why the divine journey is so long. Remember who you were born to be, to light up the world in the right way. I'm hearing, how do you want to be written in history, right? Remember who you are. Remember who you are. You have your gifts and your knowledge and your healing warrior energy for a reason. For a reason. Learn this time so you can have a soft life that you deserve. So you can have that 10 of Pentacles, that star energy all day, every day, right? This is not your focus. This is your focus. And you, strength of a warrior, wearing your crown. And anyone that doesn't see that within you does not deserve to be around you. And you need to believe it. And stop craving that from someone. Stop craving someone to see you, distorted feminine, needing their validation. You aren't lost. You are truly being found. You had to lose yourself to find your real self. Judgment energy. You had to learn how to reconcile true past, present, future. Embrace it all. And it's funny, I've put this under this. That's what makes you lost. Focusing on this. Focusing on this. The right person should be banging down your door. You need to believe that about yourself. True self-love, knowing, value, respect. Well, we know that, but that's outside of yourself. But you are destined for big things. Financial influx. Who cares? External. It's external attachment. When's it going to come? When am I going to be this? When am I going to... No, you are it. You are the wish come true. Live it as if you have already achieved it. Right? We've closed that. I want to get a couple of these. A message from the creator that's within you. What your inner knowing is really trying to tell you up here, right? Oh, but who cares? Who cares who cares? Full speed ahead for you. Movement for you. More goals for you. A green light for you. Progression for you. I promise you, whatever's coming, it's not time. You've got a lot of stepping stones you need to focus on first. And it stresses you out. This underneath, slow down, take it easy, reduce the stress. Why would you, don't even crave that. Your shadow, you're working through your distorted feminine, distorted masculine, right? You're working through the obsessive thought pattern, needing to be validated, trying to control a situation, right? You're feeding the ego, feeding my shadow. No more. You fed your shadow enough. Welcome her, welcome him, right? But accept, I am learning from you, but I'm not going to embody you no more. Oh, if it's meant to be, it'll be. But first you've got to reconcile with yourself. First you've got to harmonize with yourself. The right... Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? The right love for collective. Hold on. The right love. Go buy yourself some flowers too. Remember the power of real love too. Not this kind of love that makes you obsess, fixate, try and control the situation, manipulate your thought pattern, right? Distorted energy. Power of right love is not like that. Not like that. Happy harmony first within self, beauty of self, creativeness of self, right? Reconciliation of self, expression, warmth, openness. But I promise you this collective, that would be a mask. There's too much damage that has not been healed. It has not been healed, right? You can't say, oh, I just accept and you can't help the build up in the soul. You may feel acceptance in silence and stillness. I can see for the right collective what you're still bound to internally, right? You may think because it's been some time or this and that, you just don't care anymore. One little thing that this person does to activate all the scarring that has not been healed, you've got resentment. This collective, you have resentment, right? It is going to bring up all the pain without you even knowing. You have a subconscious storage of really feeling like this person. 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Star in reverse. They sucked the color out of you. Accept it. Don't just say, oh, they're divine. I'm healed enough now. I've accepted. You are literally ripping away the value of yourself. Literally. Stand tall. Stand tall. This is coming from up above about this situation. This is about you. No more pride and ego that's getting, because that's what it is, distorted energy. It's the pride and ego. It's the devil. It's the devil, right? Doesn't take responsibility. You need to stand your ground. It has been one-sided effort for far too long, right? If you are honest with yourself, don't be in distorted feminine. Take accountability. Don't just try and put a word over it. I've accepted. I'm in stillness. This collective, you're not. You're not. Okay? Accept it. This has broken me. I have excused this for far too long because I did not know my self-value and my self-worth. I was moving with my unhealed energy, and I have been for a long time, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. When I feel the temptation of the old come over my shoulder, I'm not going to give in to it anymore. I've done it enough, right? It's time for you to stand your ground in self. Remember who you are. Strength of a Lion King. Remember, as Mufasa's in the clouds, right? And Simba's there like, I can't do it, thinking he's not good enough. Thinking that he can't be king. I just got goosebumps. And Mufasa's like, yeah, you can. Just remember your blood. Remember what runs through your veins. And that's when your luck will change. That's when true love will unfold. Luck is on your side. Romantic success. A happy outcome will come, but who cares when? Who cares when? They're literally saying this comes first. You can't change your luck if you just keep eating your tail, right? Oh, what a waste. Accept it. No-win situation, but I've been fighting for so long. I need to know the answer. I need to be the winner. I need to. This is what keeps you drawn in. But that's whatever's fated for you, whatever time, destination, it all comes with internal energy that shines out when you're ready, right? Perfect example. I'm going to bring my beautiful soul sister Kelly. It's taken me 37 years. Like, that woman is truly, like, she is a thread of mine. Like, her coming into my life has changed my life. And I literally just all day, every day, I can't get enough of her. Like, she is literally bound to my soul. and it's taken me 37 years to be in the right energy to receive her. 37 years. Because I was never ready to receive her before. Probably wouldn't have appreciated her or seen her the way I was meant to. Everything is timed to the second. It was because of Kelly's, like, I'm telling you, that woman is just, she is like everything to me. I feel like I know that I've known her for so many lifetimes. And I look at that, and it's just, when you're ready to receive, you will receive, and you need to trust. Sorry, I'm using that as an example because when you meet the right person, your whole body knows. Your whole body knows the remembrance and importance of connection, the real power of love and support. Your whole body knows when someone is meant to be in your life. It's easy, it's comfortable, it's authentic. It is just literally two peas in a pod. Forrest Gump and Jenny. Peas and carrots, sorry. Oh, it was a meme I sent to Kelly. But it's activated my mind. And that's what true power of true connection, the right people will do. Believe. It's already dated. It's already timed. But it's when your energy is ready to receive it so you don't lose it. So you understand the value of it. You understand the magic of it. You understand the power of it. And I say this with true twins. You activate each other's awakening, your great awakening. The right people in your life activate your soul, activate your magic. They grow you. Just believe. When you're ready, it'll come. So it is not lost. Okay? Right now. What a prick, but accept it. Because they are. Like, don't be so nasty about it. But you need to understand the real damage that's done here. They're not making you sparkle. They're making you like, oh, right? But you still want them. You still want the message. Make it make sense. Everything needs time. Everything needs time. But trust that what comes next for you is perfect for you. Take your time. Love grows slowly. And this is one of the biggest themes. You're not going to fix this overnight. So who cares who cares? What if it's someone else? Have that acceptance too. Who cares what turns up? Just know it'll be perfect for you, right? Believe. Let things flow. Let things unfold. Yeah, who wants that? Who wants that? And you're truly healing. So trust. They would never let this collective take 10 steps back again. So they won't enter anyone in your life, especially matters of the heart, that's explosive and toxic. It won't trust that you are protected, right? Trust that the times you're in silence for months is because you don't have the strength to choose self. You don't have the strength. They're protecting you every time. Trust that when you get that, I always say the universe works in funny ways. They keep the obstacles up until you're healed. They only bring it in when you need to learn the lessons. They'll make sure it's painful every time to put more and more distance between you guys. So you finally start focusing on self. The universe protects us by storm, by pain, because that's how we evolve, right? They are literally telling you, get out of your shadow. You deserve the world and you'll receive it when you're ready to receive it. When you're ready to actually appreciate it and see it properly. And not just say that you are, right? Oh, break church, marry, belief system, patriarchy. You're really changing here. Again, this collective, how this, I've never done a reading like this before, because you're truly changing. It's magical. Programming, traditions, belief system, and collective consciousness. Focus on the best version of yourself. Focus on the things that make you happy. Stepping stones. Create true balance. You're balancing the right way. Proper, getting out of eating your tail to proper divine feminine masculine energy. Feeling complete, because you complete yourself. But well-being, centered. Get into your flow. One more. Oh, yuck. I don't even want to get it. Don't go. That's distorted masculine. If you're in competition or checking people's followers or this distorted masculine. If you feel like you have to compete, if you feel like you have envy, if you feel like you cannot, like you're always focusing outside of yourself and other people and checking and getting jealous and insecurity, distorted masculine. So there's still a little bit here that this collective, they're literally saying to you, get that out of your energy, right? One more for that. This and shadow and focusing on thinking a message is going to change the belief system. This is what's going to bring you into balance. Reconcile self first. Then you get your true world and completion. Moving on, and you're in the process. This is the new beginning. This is what you're in the process. Stepping stone. Remember yesterday we said cake period. Cake period, baking, rest. Pass this stepping stone and believe. Double rainbow. That reading. Divine intervention. Perfect timing. Serendipity, light codes, as above, so below. Unconditional love, legendary, divine union, proper love of a lifetime. Believe, and you will receive. But take the face away from it. Believe in yourself first. Topping. Who cares when it comes? Focus on this. Transform the restlessness. You've got a world approaching. You only get a world when you move on from the old. New beginning. Okay. Sorry. All right. I'm just going to get you a couple of these and then I'm going to get you... I'm going to get tarot for you. Get out of it. Every time, heart. You're learning the difference, heart versus head. Head, distorted energy. When you're in your head, the overthinking, the stressing, that is your distorted, blocked energy. When you're in your heart and your peace and your surrender, this is the lesson you're learning right now, coming in and out of it. So every time you're out of it, every time, remember we went over that for a reason. Every time you're out of it, this is when you reclaim your power. Hi, shadow. Nope, I'm going to trust in my heart. I'm going to trust in my heart. I've seen what's coming for me, but I don't care. I don't care when it comes. I've seen it. I've seen it in the eye that matters. It's your fear. It's your distorted feminine. You don't trust what you've seen. Everything resides within you, creator, everything. When you guys activate, you see it all, 4D activation, but you don't see your timeline. Because a part of it is to teach you to not go outside of yourself. A part of it is to teach you how to surrender to what you've seen. A part of it is to teach you the patience. A part of it is to teach you the trust. And this is why your whole life, serendipity, full circle moments, everything follows around. Your whole life you were prepared for this. How everything falls into place at the last minute. Your whole life you are shown subconscious imprints for remembrance in periods of like this. The universe always has my back. The universe always aligns to me what needs to align to me. I'm not going to stress. This is my lesson of this journey. To truly believe that everything runs through me. Everything. Breaking patterns. I do think you're doing that though. Breaking free from eating your tail. Generational healing. I'm going to say ancestral awareness is bringing you peace. breaking what no longer serves you now. And this is where you need to find your most strength. As soon as you're in your head, as soon as you're going outside of yourself stressing about finances and love, right? What am I doing? Okay. And another thing, anyone that gives you this, anyone that gives confused intention, says one thing, does another, remove them out of your energy. So until you learn the lesson of this, they're going to keep bringing in the meat suit to repeat the cycle, to eat your tail, to show you people like this don't align with you, right? Unsure what they want. Are they this? Are they... Well, who would want that in their life? Who would want someone inconsistent in their life? An unhealed, distorted energy. The test. Rest period. This is what you're getting tested with. Just self-belief. Crown of confidence. Working with your heart, not your head. Anyone that's giving this, say to yourself, why do I crave inconsistency? Am I not consistent with myself? Am I not putting enough time in myself? Why am I still drawn to inconsistency? Find the lesson in why you're still drawn to that. Is it your validation wound? Is it your wounding of not being able to walk away from no-win situations because you're a winner? When you don't win and you face unexpected disappointment and rejection, you're captivated by it, right? Because it's affected your pride. What wounding does it come from? And heal that wounding. And if you are someone that can't walk away from no-win situations, until you learn they're going to get those situations harder and harder and more testing till you realize this is my pride. And take ownership. Get out of distorted feminine. Take accountability for it. I want you because it's part of my shadow. Not because you're my divine. It's because I haven't healed it. I haven't healed my pride. Sorry. It's just the truth though. Until you guys get this, don't have so much fear of saying, that's not my person. That's another stepping stone. Accept it. Accept it. Maybe, just accept it. How can that be my person? Solidify that to you. And if it is, but who cares? First, accept that they're not. Accept that they're not. Because I'll tell you right now, this is not legendary love. It's not legendary love. You, universe, is saying you deserve legendary love, right? That obsessive, toxic, devil, your shadow tempting you to the old. Breadcrumbs. That ain't legendary love. You shouldn't even think about it. You should, sorry. Actually, no, I'm not. This collective, you know it. By this point of the reading, if you're still watching, you know it. You need to hear what I'm saying. You need to, fresh start. If you're still watching, you needed to hear that. Breadcrumbs. Inconsistency. Mixed signals. I want you to write this somewhere. Is not legendary divine love. I want you to write that somewhere. Because you know in your core 4D activation, you are destined to divine love. That's why you're a divine counterpart. So hopefully that makes you take this little face away from it, right? And then whoever turns up, you know, it's going to be legendary because the divine is guiding it. Back to Kelly. I had to wait 37 years of my life to connect to that soul. Her soul. I shouldn't even say that soul. She's my orca. 37 years. Surrender to the time. When it's meant to happen, it'll happen. I'm not getting you tarot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're finishing you with just this. This. I want to get this for you. Oh, wait. No. I want to get you a... Hold on. Okay. I couldn't find it, but it's for a reason, but we're going to get these two instead. Frogs could be an important sign for you. You found a frog in your home. Bear, brother bear. Perseverance of a ram. Hold on, I want to get you a couple of these, and those animal cards are beautiful, but they're so big. Everything's all good. Everything's perfect. Everything's happy. Do not stress. You know what I'm hearing? I think this collective, you are living such a comfortable life. You have such a beautiful life. And then this little inconsistent whatever comes over you and you're like, can I tell you something? This is why we talk about gratitude and true acceptance of life and just living in the moment. There should not be fear tied to this, but it truly is coming from wounding. Right now, everything in your life has created comfortability. It's become your sanctuary. It's become your permanence, all from your hard work. That is all yours. But yet this collective, you can stress about little irrelevant things. Look at what you have. They're literally saying everything's okay. It's unnecessary stress because distorted feminine masculine, it's out of your hands. You're trying to control the outcome. You just want to know you've been right. Stop eating your tail. Duality, your true balance of your little devil and your little angel. But trust in your own internal duality first and balance your true duality. Your true masculine, feminine, not your distorted energy. That's what you need to focus on. 26 and 18 could be important numbers. The little black and white birdie. Sacral, womb space, activation, right. Divine feminine energy rising through you. Sophia consciousness, right? Not Christ consciousness, Sophia consciousness. Research it, embody it. True divine flow. True divine womb activation. 25. You're going through powerful, powerful energy. Your psychic gifts are developing. This is beautiful. New beginning, double whammy. You got it twice. 3 times really, because you got the world. Stop focusing on the past. Because this collective, I'm telling you, you don't want to repeat that. So stop focusing on it. Focus on new beginnings, fresh beginnings, dropping those wands. Don't even focus on the future, be present. But just every time you're holding on to the past, that's what you're going to create for your future. Let go of it. The past does not serve you. You've learnt from your past. That's what you need to keep affirming. I've learnt from my past, so I ain't going to live in it no more. I've learnt from it. I've judgmented that shit. I've learnt. I'm going to reconcile it with my current self because I've learnt from it. And boy, oh boy, am I going to embody both of that energy for my future self, my higher self. I've made my inner child proud. Now I'm going to make my higher self proud, right? Stripping back illusions. Truth. Slow but steady wins the race. Small steps, big accomplishments. Your mind constantly evolves. Your energy. Me as an example. I'm doing this since I was 17 and I'm still learning and growing. I've just had one of the biggest mind activations and thank God for it. Thank God for it. It really does show the divine feminine, true divine energy rising in our world right now. I can feel it. And that is also why I know I'm being encouraged to give people power and strength now to really see, because of the divide that's happening in our world. It's starting. I always say it, and I can't believe it's taken me so long for it to click. So much. This world is so much more than external attachment, and I couldn't see that I was feeding into it, because I kept thinking, no, I'm healing people from viewing this. But the thing is, I was talking to distorted people, perception. People hear what they want to hear. So even though I thought I was giving healing messages, I was still keeping people trapped because they're in a broken mindset. Distorted feminine needing to be validated, distorted masculine needing control. And I was just sitting here validating it, but I truly thought I was healing it. And it's like, and I always say this, and I know this, I know people can just sit and hear what they want to hear, but it's like it wasn't clicking for me. It just know, I see now. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to see. It makes me emotional, because it's always come from such a pure place in my heart, but I needed to ascend. It was my own distorted feminine thinking I was doing the right thing. No, but I'm healing people. Anyway, let's, one more. Truth. Just remember, it's what this journey is meant to do. Develop and grow. I always say healing is stand in your truth. Be proud of your truth. Be that eagle for the world. Number 12. Beautiful. Eagles could be an important sign for you. You got 2 straight away. The wolf, your authenticity. Oh no, this says Pathfinder. Why did I say authenticity? Release your past and start a new journey. You've healed the past. Let go of it. You're not bound to the past no more. You are a teacher, and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. And the bear, coming out of spiritual hibernation. The grizzly bear, power, standing in your power. I am indestructible. I honor my true intuition, not my distorted feminine overthinking, and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength, and I'll never give up. I will succeed. One more. Regeneration. Regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on a new cloak. No cloak. Authentic self. You are a master of regeneration. Shedding. Shed, change, shed, change, shed, change. It's beautiful. All right. And again, I love that this, do you know how happy this makes me? Because it means we have people in our community that are truly growing, developing and healing and coming into this energy, because otherwise I wouldn't be tapping into it. So even though it's been slow over here, we're getting there. We're getting there together. Group hug. Everything happens for a reason. We're building some power over here, and it makes me happy. It makes me feel blessed. Truly. I love you. Okay. Cobra! When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Striking messages for the world. But you're shedding. Full moon, new moon energy. Moon activation. Fighting evil by moonlight. Sailor Moon. Winning love by daylight. Never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. I loved her. She will never turn her back on her friends. She's always there to defend. She's the one. She is the one named Sailor Moon. Sorry, such a good. I was obsessed with that. Sailor Venus. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not normal. Elephants, but the gold one. because you're becoming abundant within. 0, completion. Are you okay? I just heard. Or Rue could be an R came, it flipped back out, double R. Peach. I always see this as a nice bum, but maybe you're eating peaches. 5 cents. This is the 2021. I can tell because it's got the black on it, but let me confirm. 2020. Maybe that's when you really started going through your soul's activation. St. Jude. Never a lost cause. Never. Nothing ever is. 2, duality. Grey, balancing your energy chakras. And then purple candle wax. Or lilac. 13, surrender to the divine. Surrender to self. 15th of the 10th, 11th of the 10th, 101, angel number, 15th of the 6th. It just started raining. Gods are crying. They're happy. 15th of the 10th again, that's important. 15th of the 3rd, 10th of the 5th, 5th of the 10th, 5th of the 6th, 6th of the 5th, and 12 by itself. All right, my loves, I love you guys. Okay, I'm going for my 7. Neptune, retrograde, Aries, hidden versions of self. It's our planet of magic. Makes sense. Or more just things that are buried that need to be activated. Yeah, I'm going for my tattoo today, and my arm's probably going to be extremely swollen. Can you hear that? Tomorrow I'm going to take moon angels along with me today. Yeah, I love you guys, and I will be back tomorrow. And let me know in the comments any suggestions. I'm really going to start. I explained it at the start, how we're going to adjust readings. But again, it's all new, so we're going to let it unfold how we always do. But if you guys have suggestions, I know you guys love the self. In every reading, we've always done self stuff. But, you know, if you're like, I'm thinking, do we break down days? Do we have days like, I don't know. Put in the comments what you guys are wanting to see, what you guys are wanting to hear. Again, it's your community. I'm here for you guys. So let me know what you guys are wanting, and we will start adapting everything over here. Okay. I will say this though. I know I'm here on my divine mission myself. So it's always going to be divine knowledge, right? But divine knowledge of self and self-activation, shackles that keep you bound to distorted energy. Like when I'm tapping into people that are outside of themselves, of course I'm going to confirm why, so there will be messages of love, but I want to more focus on not then tapping into how they're feeling, but how to get you guys out of focusing on why, right? But anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys are wanting, but of course it's going to be coming through with divine flow, if you know what I'm saying. But I love you guys. I love you guys so much, and have a good day.